They say when the drumbeat changes, the dance steps must also change. And today, the Nigerian military has changed the beat to a war song. You saw the headline, and this is not a drill. The era of sitting down on mats to drink tea with bandits in the forest is officially over. We are receiving confirmed and fiery reports this morning, Friday, January 16, 2026, that the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, has issued a final warning to the controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Gumi. The message is simple, sharp, and scary. A friend of a thief is a thief. If you thought the government was still considering political solutions or amnesty for the warlords in the Northwest, think again. The door has been slammed shut, locked, and the key has been thrown into the Atlantic Ocean. We are going to take you straight to Maiduguri, Borno State, where this explosive declaration was made. We will break down exactly why General Musa chose this moment to call out Sheikh Gumi by name, something very rare for a serving defense chief to do. We will also discuss the stern warning sent to state governors like those in Katsina who have been secretly signing peace deals behind the federal government's back. If you want to know if this new no-mercy policy will finally end the insecurity or if it will make the bandits even more desperate, please do me a massive favor and smash that like button right now. It helps us spread this message of national security. And if you are not yet a subscriber, click that button and turn on the notification bell. You need to be here as we track this new phase of the war. Let's get into the gist of this showdown. For years, we have heard conflicting stories. One day the government is fighting, the next day we see pictures of officials shaking hands with bandit leaders. Sheikh Gumi has been the loudest voice in the room, constantly telling us that bandits are our brothers, that they are victims of the system, and that we must negotiate with them like we did with Niger Delta militants. He has gone into the forests of Zamfara and Niger State, acting as a middleman, arguing that airstrikes only create more terrorists. But yesterday, General Christopher Musa tore that script into pieces. Speaking during an operational visit to troops in Maiduguri, he didn't mince his words. He said that anyone who provides moral cover or tries to justify the actions of these criminals is just as guilty as the man pulling the trigger. He specifically referenced the narrative that bandits are brothers who should be pampered. He said, terrorism does not thrive on weapons alone, but also on moral and rhetorical cover. In plain English, if you are using your mouth to defend bandits, you are part of the problem. The defense minister went further to warn state governments, we are looking at you, Katsina and Zamfara, to stop these backdoor peace deals immediately. He described negotiation with bandits as deception. He said, when they come to negotiate, they want something, and if you agree, they will turn around and attack you again. This is a direct slap to the recent news we heard about 70 bandits being released in a swap deal. The federal government is effectively saying that those deals are illegal, dangerous, and must stop. This is a massive shift. It means the carrot and stick approach is now just stick. The military is angry. They are losing soldiers in the bush, and then they come home to hear respected leaders going on TV to say the killers should be forgiven. General Musa's statement, a friend of a thief, is a warning shot. It implies that security agencies might soon start looking at negotiators not as peacemakers, but as accomplices. Now let's look at why this is happening now. Remember the US military plane that just landed with supplies? Remember the recent airstrikes? The federal government has clearly decided to go all in on a kinetic military solution. They have the weapons, they have the international backing from the US, and now they are clearing the political obstacles. Sheikh Gumi has been the biggest political obstacle to a full-scale war because his influence makes it look like the North is divided on whether to fight or talk. But by publicly discrediting his peace narrative, the defense minister is trying to unite the country behind the war narrative. But Sheikh Gumi is not one to keep quiet. His supporters argue that he is the only one brave enough to enter the forest, and the military has failed for 15 years, so why not try something else? They say no negotiation stance is easy to say in Abuja, but for the villager in Maiduguri, whose wife has been kidnapped, negotiation is the only hope of seeing her alive. This is the tension we are facing. The question now is, will Gumi back down, or will he release another controversial statement accusing the military of bias? And more importantly, will the state governors listen? We know that governors are the ones who feel the heat directly. When their people are dying, they get desperate. Will a governor in Sokoto or Katsina ignore the defense minister and pay a ransom just to get peace for a few months? This clash between federal order and state reality is what you need to watch closely. I want to pause here and ask you, the viewer, a very difficult question. The government says no negotiation, no mercy. But if your family member was in the hands of Turji or Dogogide, would you care about government policy, or would you want someone like Gumi to go and negotiate for their release? Is the government right to ban all peace deals, even if it risks the lives of hostages? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear your perspective on this moral dilemma. As we wrap up, the atmosphere in the north is tense. The bandits will hear this news. They will know that the bridge for amnesty has been burnt. This might make them more vicious in the short term, knowing they have nothing to lose. But it also means the military has no excuse anymore. They have stopped the talks. Now they must deliver the victory. If you found this update crucial and you want to see if the military can walk the talk, please smash that like button. Let's get this video to 25,000 likes to show our support for a safe Nigeria. And if you are not yet a subscriber, please do it now. We will be tracking the response from Sheikh Gumi's camp and the next move of the military. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, peace is expensive, but freedom is priceless.